Okay, so pasta. Okay, so pasta. Okay, I'm under the general belief. Well, I was.
We could talk about how you're making me fat.
Okay, but then I said that I would stop, and it's not really my fault. It's your control issue with food. If I'm being honest.
I wouldn't say, not really, because the reason I ate so healthy before you was because I just didn't buy anything that wasn't healthy.
Yeah, you just had chicken and eggs.
4 ingredients, maybe 5 or 6 ingredients that I used every single day. And I just got into a solid routine.
Yeah.
I had chicken, sweet potatoes, Greek yogurt, eggs, and bananas.
And bananas.
And nuts. I would have almonds and walnuts.
And now you have stir fries, pastas, bread.
We just had an Italian. I love charcuterie
I make
board,
salads
though.
too.
You do make salads, but you're a very good cook.
Yeah.
Because you're Italian.
Well, I genuinely like cooking.
Yeah.
So I've invested in it because I think it's fun.
Which is why when remember my first Christmas present to you?
Knives.
Yeah.
You got me knives.
And I remember being self-conscious about it because I remember going to Connor and asking him, is it weird that I'm getting my new girlfriend cooking supplies? Because I thought that was a little bit like, you know. But now we use them as a great gift. Now we use them all the time.
Yeah, I use them all the time.
Yeah.
When I use a dull knife, I can really tell now.
Yeah, we still have that $1 dollar store knife that used to, and I would come over and you would say, "Oh, I love cooking." And I'm like, "Oh, that's great." And you were a very good cook. And then I came over and saw what you cooked with.
Oh yeah, I didn't really
and you
invest
had
in it.
What was that? The cheese grater. You
My
the
tiniest
cheese grater.
I still use it. I love it.
It's so dumb.
It's probably 3 inches tall.
We should put it on display or something.
It's a cheese grater that's 3 inches tall, and it was my grandmother's. That's what she used. I still use it to grate garlic. It's great to grate garlic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why? Why is it better than a normal size cheese grater?
Well, the one that you got me, no offense, he also got me a cheese grater. But the thing that's wrong with your cheese grater is that it only has 2 settings on it.
Settings?
I don't know how else to say it.
Settings?
There's only 2 options to grate cheese.
Options is more accurate.
Like the more normal one.
Yeah.
And then a super fine one.
How would you describe the more normal one?
Normal grated cheese. Like if you were to buy a bag of grated cheese, it's that size. Yeah. So there's that one. And then it has the super... No, it doesn't have the slicer. I wish it had the slicer. It doesn't have the slicer. No, that's why I still use the tiny one for the slicer. So whenever I make that cucumber salad, that's me using a 3-inch tall, tiny grater. Okay, well, maybe
we should go out, pinch our pennies, and get another fucking cheese grater.
But yours only has 2, what would you call it, grate settings?
Setting sounds like it's a...
I know, I don't...
It sounds like you're going into the menu of our cheese grater. We have an Apple cheese grater.
Grating options?
Grating options? Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the tiny one has 4.
Yeah. No, I say that you're making me fat, but I do really appreciate your food.
Thank you.
It's one of the things I love about you.
Really? My food?
And it's something that you're not... I feel like I'm not supposed to love about you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like that's not kosher. Taboo. Kosher's good. Taboo's bad. It's taboo now for me to say one of your qualities that I like and love is that you're a good cook. Mm-hmm. Does that offend you?
I feel like if I worked really hard, it would. You know what
I mean? Are you saying you don't work hard?
No, I'm saying if I worked really hard to get offended by that, like I could find an argument where I would be like yeah, fuck you.
If you were searching for it?
Yeah, totally. But because I genuinely like cooking, I'm not offended by it. It's kind of a compliment. But if I was the type of person who hated cooking and you were like, I love that my girlfriend cooks for me, I would be agitated. Because then I would feel responsible to cook for you. Whereas right now I cook because I love cooking and then you just kind of benefit from it.
I'm not going to say who it was. I told my friend about your mom ripping on you for not baking for me.
Who did you tell that to? Your friend from work?
Yeah. And then I told him, And then that resulted in something happening in his world with his girlfriend's family, and his girlfriend was not stoked about it.
See, because she probably doesn't like cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's something, if you say that to a woman who hates cooking, they're going to get offended by it, because it's the stereotype that I need to cook for my man. Whereas before you, I was a great cook, and now you're here and I'm still a great cook.
I did think it was pretty wild, though, when your mom just started unlishing on you about the fact that you didn't bake for me. She gave you a baking tin, an ingredient, and a recipe.
She did. She sent me home with a baking tin. But I think that's also my mom. Love her so much, and I'm very grateful to have a childhood where she enrolled me in summer camps. But one of the summer camps that she always enrolled me in was a cooking one, so they taught you how to cook, and a baking one where they taught you how to bake, because me and one of my old friends, we just loved doing activities together, and we really loved going, and it was run by the college. It was run by SATE.
Did you have an easy bake oven?
I did.
Nice.
So it was university level cooking classes, but for kids in junior high. It was really nice. It was really fun. But then for some reason, I think it's because I was a teenager and I didn't feel the need to. I would take all those classes and I'd make really good food. And then the school year would come around and I wouldn't like cook for my family or bake for my family or do anything like that because I didn't think to do it.
But
so in her mind,
your mom is also a very good cook.
She is a very good cook. So in my mind, I was like, oh, why would I cook?
Yeah, it was, and because we've many times discussed how our families are very different.
They are very different.
Polar opposites. And when it was it Easter, the cake thing? Your mom was going at me for not knowing my family's carrot cake recipe. I was like, well, how the fuck would I know? Because she asked, what did she ask? She wanted to make me something. No,
it was really sweet.
It was very sweet.
It was very sweet.
I really appreciated it. And
it's a very Italian thing. Let me explain it a bit more before you dive into it. And also, we're still in like a fairly new relationship. And back then, it was like even newer.
I felt really bad, honestly.
Yeah, but don't feel.
Well, I know because I know them better now. But that was still quite early.
Yeah.
But I thought she was kind of joking. And then we went I don't know. We went to a cafe or something. And then when we got back,
she brought it up again.
Yeah, she brings out, she said, your carrot cake's down. I'm like, you actually made me a carrot cake.
Yeah. Well, because it's a thing.
But she made me call multiple family members.
She didn't make you call multiple family members. She said, well, someone has to know. And then you said, let me call my aunt. She didn't be like, Edward McDonald, call your aunt and your mother. At me, no.
But I called my mom. I called my aunt and she didn't know, and then she was like, call your mom. I was like, she's not gonna know. And my mom laughed at the question. She's like, why would I know grandma's carrot cake? And it's just very different. Like, well, do you have any? Yeah. So you said you were gonna explain.
Well, I was gonna explain because it just kind of sounds like you're roasting my mom.
I'm not. I genuinely love your mom. Your mom's awesome, and I love that she did that. It was very, very nice. I want to
explain why she did that.
It was just in my world that no one, like my family, wouldn't do that.
Because like the whole thing and the reasoning why she did that, because people won't know, is my mom's very Italian and wanted just like a cultural thing, Italian. And also just something of her heart that I love her for. Is that she wanted everyone to be represented as a part of the meal. Yeah. So in her mind, it was really sweet to offer to make something of your heritage or of your childhood so that you like would look forward to having Easter dinner away from your family. Yeah. So she didn't want you to think that you were forgotten.
No, that was very nice. That was genuinely very nice. I really appreciated it. It was just... It was.
And then she gave you that carrot cake recipe.
I know. It's on our fridge.
She's like, if you like it, I'll give you the recipe.
And I think the reason I felt kind of bad about it is because when she asked me, I didn't really think deeply about it. Mm-hmm. I just thought, and I was thinking, what's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about Easter? Carrot cake.
Better get ready for Thanksgiving next weekend.
Oh, maybe we should. Okay, I'll have thoughts.
Yeah.
My grandma.
She's gonna ask you again.
The thing that I used to always make with my grandma was pierogies.
Pierogies? Yeah. Oh, that'd be sweet.
I would do the circle thing. I would punch the circle.
You know how to make pierogies?
Well, you just.
Well, I don't know how to make. My mom makes pierogies actually, but I don't make them.
All it is rolled out dough, and you have this little circle press thing. You press a circle to get the little thing, and then you put whatever you want to put in it, and you wrap it, and you close it on one side.
Well, maybe we'll make instructions.
I think it's very similar to making dumplings.
Yeah. Do you have a recipe? You can make my mom pierogies
Put
for
stuff
Thanksgiving.
in dough and bake it.
Well, isn't it usually potato
That's
with
whatever you
some?
want. I mean, traditionally, I think it's
Yeah.
potato and cheese and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe we'll make my mom pierogies for Thanksgiving.
yeah, we should do that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah, we can make something. We'll help your mom with the.
I always make cranberry sauce. That's my
I like stuffing too.
stuffing. That's my
Doesn't feel like
addition.
Thanksgiving.
I know it really snuck up. It snuck up, but that's my addition to every big family meal. I would always make the cranberry sauce. Thanksgiving, Christmas,
didn't add anything
Easter.
to any meal.
That was my station.
Trying to
And
think
then
of-
my brother's station was potatoes. He was in charge of peeling and boiling and mashing the potatoes.
Nice.
And then my dad's station was gravy.
That's a dude
He was
job.
in charge of the
Peel
gravy.
The potatoes.
My dad's very particular about gravy. It's pretty funny.
Is he?
Yeah. He has it down to a science. Well, he used to work in a restaurant when he was young.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a waiter, but I
Is
feel
there
like
a
he
secret
also
gravy
made all of the sauces for this restaurant for some reason.
The
The restaurant is discontinued. It doesn't exist anymore. It was
Oh.
called Chi-Chi's.
I mean, if they're getting their waiters to do the sauces, that's probably why.
But he's very particular with a certain amount of sauces, so he's very proud of his gravy. And then my mom would do the turkey and the stuffing. Yeah. I love my mom's stuffing. It's great.
All
But
stuff is
now
good.
I am willing this year to make the cranberry sauce plus help you with your pierogies if that's your addition to the table.
Well, I gotta figure out how to do them first.
Well, my mom knows how to
I had
make
an
them.
addition.
If you want to make my mom's recipe, but I think it would be special if you.
I feel like I should probably make your mom's recipe because if I try to do my own, it's gonna be wrong. And then
Well,
you
don't
and
you
your
have-
mom are probably gonna rip me apart.
No,
making
we
that
wouldn't rip
pierogi.
you apart. We'd be like, "Oh, look, he's doing good. He's trying. He's trying
his best.
He's trying his
I will
best.
try my best.
We wouldn't rip you apart. We'd support you." Yeah, but I don't know. That's always been a really big thing on my mom and both my dad's side of the family is just family passed down recipes. So I just have a lot
I'm trying to
of
think of if we have anything else in
recipes.
my world. I don't think so. I don't think my family really did
passes
that.
down things like recipes.
I'm
Like I have
sure they
so many
do.
family cookbooks. It's wild.
Really?
Yeah.
That your family wrote?
So my
Or do you mean
great
just,
great
like, they
grandmother
bought them
wrote
and-
and published cookbooks. So we have like her
Oh,
published
right. You
cookbooks,
told me about
and
that.
then just because my mom's side of the family is very Italian, they have just like family records and like a family cookbook. And then besides that, they just all do their own research and like making stuff that they like to make, and then they'll share it with each other.
Yeah.
And then whenever my mom makes something that she really likes, she adds it. She has a drawer in the kitchen. That is the most chaotic drawer I've ever seen in my life. But you just pull it out, and it's just loose papers. But all of them are different recipes.
It's like
And
a
I'll-
junior
I'll-
high kid's locker full
Yeah.
of...
And I remember once I was just like, "What's the recipe for cupcakes?" And she went into this drawer and she found it immediately.
Just-
But it was
she
not
knows.
like it wasn't labeled cupcakes. It wasn't. I had no idea. She's like,
Yeah,
"Well, did
everyone's
you
got-
look in the drawer?" And I was
Everyone's got that thing. It's like the organization makes sense to me. It
Yeah.
doesn't need to make sense to
yeah.
anybody
So my
else.
mom has
Yeah.
a recipe drawer.
I think my family just doesn't really have... Because you guys are Italian. And
Well,
you
my
act-
mom is.
Yeah, but...
But also, like, this is something that I feel was taken away from me a little bit, and I kind of get frustrated about, but I feel like I've just stopped complaining. But whenever I tell people I'm Italian, their first response is, no, you're not. Which is so...
Why?
I don't know, I don't look Italian. People
You know
don't
what's
think I
funny?
act Italian. Most people think I'm Swedish.
Actually, I probably should. Yeah, you look Nordic.
So whenever I say, like, I have Italian heritage,
Mm-hmm.
their immediate answer is, like, no.
I don't really know what an Italian looks like, though.
Yeah.
What is a feature of an Italian person?
They usually have darker hair.
You have darkish hair. You
Darkish
have dark
hair.
blonde hair.
Yeah, I have dark blonde hair. I don't really know. It's just one of those things when you see it, you see it.
What am I seeing? What is it?
Well, when
What
I
are
think
we-
about my friends who are Italian, I'm like, oh yeah, they're Italian. And I'm trying to like connect their features in my mind, but I'm
So
not.
could you pick an Italian person out from a crowd?
Well, no, I don't know. I think that's weird. But
I'm
when
not saying you should
meet-
be able to. I'm just
when you meet an
curious if
Italian
there's
person,
a
it's very
specific
obvious whether or
Italian.
not they're traditional Italian, just in the cadence that they speak. And
Yeah, no, I'm talking visuals. I'm not
Visuals?
talking. Yeah, 'cause
No,
everyone
like, to
can
me,
tell an
everybody, like,
Italian by
especially
how
if
they
you're
speak.
Canadian.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't look Italian.
No, I don't really act Italian.
You look Hey, you look Nordic.
I look Nordic.
You look Nordic.
Everyone thinks I'm Nordic.
You look Scottish.
Do I?
A little bit.
Hmm.
You have individual features, I think, that are Scottish.
Yeah. Well, whenever I say, like, oh, my main heritage is, like, Italian and Scottish, people are like, no.
No.
They don't.
You're wrong.
And that happens to me, like, my entire childhood. So I think because of that, whenever I say I'm Italian, I feel like I'm lying, even though I'm not.
Do I look like what I am? Do you even know what I am?
Yeah, aren't you, not Ukrainian, but,
Scottish.
Scottish.
Scottish
yeah.
is the big one.
Scottish.
Polish.
Polish. There we go.
Scottish, Polish, French,
Makes me remember we were
and
learning
English.
Polish words at your grandpa's.
Yes. Oh, what was it? Fuck.
No, not that one. Wasn't that word?
It was excellent.
It was
Whatever
excellent.
isn't it? It was like, I'm not even going to try to do it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I look like what I am.
Yeah.
My body is very Scottish.
It is. I remember
The shape of my I've noticed I remember I learned that through watching TV. I don't even remember what it was, but it was watching a show. I think it was, have you heard of Outlander? And I remember watching that, and I remember seeing, it wasn't the main character. It was just some random dude, because it's all based in Scotland.
Yeah.
And it's some dude walking around with his shirt off. And I was like, holy shit, that guy looks like that looks like me with a different head. I was like, wow, I look very Scottish. Maybe not my face. I don't know what a Scottish person looks like.
Well,
like facial structure wise, but
yeah. You look Scottish. I don't know if I told you this. You met her the other day, but one of my friends, when we first started dating,
you guys
we went on
shit?
No, we went on, I think we went on like one date. And then I went out with my friend and we were having drinks and she's like, okay, you must have a picture. I need to see a picture of this man. And then I showed her your profile picture on Instagram and she like screamed. She's like, you said that he was Scottish, but I wasn't expecting like a Jamie from Outlander. She liked me.
I don't know which one's that.
Jamie, that's the lead in Outlander. So that's
Do
the
I
main
look
guy.
like that guy?
She thought so.
Wow. Thank you, friend.
You ran. So just the fact that you said
I
that.
don't look like that at all. What are you talking about?
So, but
This
if you
guy?
look at that one where it's his profile and it's a very similar image.
His profile.
That one.
This one?
Yeah, or the one next to it. And then look at your Instagram profile picture. And with far enough distance, it looks exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Far enough? Well, I mean, if you look at anything from far enough distance, it's going to look similar.
Well, you know what I mean? Just like the same posture and everything. You look very... Yeah.
No. I look so different than this guy.
But yeah.
I mean, I'll take it. It's worse.
She thought that you were very attractive. And then, so when we ran into her
You know
at
who
the
else?
restaurant, I think that was last month, she looked at you and then she looked at me and then she gasped. She was like, no way. He's still here? I said, he's still here.
When was this?
The last time we were at the Next Act, it was after the Sterlings.
Who's that guy? Or who's she? That was a Freudian slip.
I did, she was at a table with some friends at the restaurant. What are you looking at?
I've been told I look like this guy from Backstreet Boys.
Which one?
I think this one.
Mm.
Probably just because I have blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I look exactly...
I'm going to start telling people that's my doppelganger is Jamie from Outlander.
I look exactly like a
Wait, was that
statue.
Kylie?
No, that was, her name's Melanie.
Oh.
Do you remember Melanie?
Yeah, we met her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Melanie. She's so fun. But I look exactly like a statue that my friend found somewhere in the Netherlands, which doesn't support my case. But there's a statue, and I saved it on my phone, of a portrait of a woman's face.
Well, the Netherlands is Dutch, not Nordic. You're on your own for a sec.
Okay. And she sent it to me, and she said, Lauren, I don't know how, but you must be related to whoever the statue was of. And it's wild because it looks exactly like me. And I've been trying to find the name of that statue and look into it more because I think it could be really cool if that was an old ancestor. Because it looks like there's a stone statue of me somewhere in Europe. But I don't know where. But it was kind of freaky when she sent it to me. Sometimes people say you look exactly like this person.
Yeah.
And then you look at it and you're like, no. But she sent me that.
that crazy looking actor.
I guess like Tilda Swinton.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Is that Tilda Swinton?
Is that who?
Maybe.
Not told. Tilde?
Is it Tilda?
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah? I've gotten that a lot.
Well, it's just because you have...
Is that who
your
you're thinking
facial
of?
structure is the same.
As Tilda?
Yeah. Like,
She's
very
cool.
similar.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got crazy cheekbones.
Do you know...
And your ears are very centered on your head.
You know what I like about Lauren? Her centered ears.
No,
I love her
is,
cooking and her centered ears.
But it's
really gets me
you have
going.
very centered ears. Because I feel like that's a big part of how someone
should I,
looks
cut
is
off
the
all my
location
hair?
of their ears and how big they are and everything. Yeah, you could look decent with short
The amount
hair.
of people who told me that I should cut off my hair because of my facial structure.
I like
So
your
many.
long hair.
I like my long hair too. I've always liked it. And
Don't
that's
cut your
another
hair
thing
off.
that pisses me off is that for some reason a lot of people have opinions about my hair and the fact that I've never changed it. And I'm just like, why do you care?
Consistent.
Why do you care? I remember
Me, on the
someone,
other hand,
like
my
an old friend
hair
of mine,
changes every fucking year.
she actually went to the point where she talked to me and she said, Lauren, I feel like you're lost. And I think it's because you're stuck in this old identity that's related to your hair. I think that if you changed your hair, you just change your entire mental state. I just kind of looked at her. I was like, that's a wild thing to tell someone.
I think if you need to change a physical feature on your body
Yeah.
to feel mentally different,
The hair's the easiest
you
one.
you don't need to go to the hairdresser. You need to go to a psychologist because that's a big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic we don't need to
Yeah.
get into. But yeah,
But a lot of people have like told me that. They're like, Lauren, you should change your hair.
yeah, that's one thing I both deeply understand and don't understand is the change your hair to feel different thing. Because I get it, because it makes you look different.
Yeah.
But
I like my
is
hair.
that really going to be the thing that changes you as a human?
Yeah,
The
your
thing
hair
your
changes.
hair? Because personally, my hair changes all the time.
I know.
Because
You're
I
a
don't-
little poof monster.
Because I don't like going... I hate getting my hair cut. I don't know
You
why.
look like a puppy dog.
It's probably because I'm cheap. I just don't... It's so expensive. It's like
Yeah.
$40.
You should get Thomas to teach you. That would be a fun episode. Thomas teaching you how to cut your hair.
Does he cut his...
He
He
cut
buzz
his-
cuts. That's not the... Should
No,
I
he
buzz
does
cut?
a fade. He does a fade.
I think for the past probably 5 years or more, I've got it cut short, and then I just don't get it cut for a year, and it grows long, and then I cut it short, and then it goes long, and then I cut it short, and then it goes long, and I don't mind it. I usually just wear a hat,
Yeah, my hat.
our hat, and yeah,
Yeah. But yeah.
it's getting pretty long. Should I cut it?
I love it.
Do you like it better with? Do you like me better with long or short hair?
I love it regardless.
Should I go bald?
No.
I've always been curious, just like
Well,
because it would
everyone's always
last
curious.
a month,
Bald?
yeah, and then it'd be back. My hair grows very fast.
There's also people who want me to go bald, but I don't want to do that.
You said it made you cry when you wore a
It
bald
did make me
cap.
go. Well, I had to do this exercise where apparently my hair was too distracting for this acting exercise I was doing in university, which I thought was bullshit. It was. Well, because every other woman in my class got to have their hair down except for me. And sure, my hair's long, but it's not like ridiculous long, in my opinion.
Pretty fucking long.
I know, but
You
everyone
sit on
else's hair, like, it was going to like their boobs. So in my mind, I was like, okay, if they can have hair down to their boobs, and mine's just going down to my belly button, why do I have to change? You know? What if I just put it up in a ponytail? But the professor was like, no, you're gonna put on a bald cap. And I put it
That
on.
That is a big jump.
That is a big jump.
It's
and
like,
and
oh,
I
no,
was in university. It was an emotional time, especially when you do a BFA in acting, where it's just the relationships are wild, just within an ensemble in itself, and then everyone's doing their own thing. And then I was forced to be bald, and for some reason that day I was just not having a good day. I just started crying.
Maybe we should switch.
Switch what?
Maybe I should try to grow my hair as long as I can, and you should get it cut short.
No. I love my hair.
The
I think it's
longest
really
I've
pretty.
ever gone is just behind my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could, like from the front, you couldn't see where it ended.
Yeah. Like to me, wigs are great. If you want to experiment, wear a wig.
Nah, you gotta commit.
No, I'm okay.
That's copping out.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But if you...
You have so much hair, though. If you put your hair in a wig, it's going to look lumpy.
No, you didn't think it would look lumpy in my show.
That's because your wig is... I'm talking bald cap.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Now I want to find the statue.
You want to find the statue of my face?
Yeah. Maybe we should go on a trip
phone.
to the Netherlands and just, like...
I bet
to find
you,
the statue.
because of ChatGPT now, if I put it in ChatGPT...
Put a picture of your face in
sent it to me.
ChatGPT and find...
we, like, find this statue.
Tilda? You really do look like Tilda Swinton.
Okay. Love her. That's a really great compliment, because I do think she's awesome. But also, I do not see it.
I'm very clear that... Just look for... Huh.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. How do you like...
That's who she played. She was the witch in Narnia.
Yeah.
Narnia? What a great show.
Oh my god, I haven't gone on my camera roll in Snapchat in years.
What are you looking for?
Well, because it was sent to me on Snapchat.
What was?
The
statue? Well, is it like a famous statue?
Well, I don't know.
Famous statues in the Netherlands.
Well, I think it was in the Netherlands. I don't remember. How can I just look at it?
Images. I feel like there's a lot of statues there.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to find it getting it that way.
But you're not even Dutch.
No.
Maybe you are Dutch. I want to do one of those ancestry things.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's where you find you're like 1% Nigerian or something, you know? Not you. You definitely aren't, but... What are you doing?
I'm trying to find it. I guess I can find it.
Find it after.
Oh my god, this is wild.
What?
Because now I'm just going through like my Snapchat memories.
Stop it. Get off your phone.
Well, you don't want to talk about my Snapchat memories?
People listening don't know what you're doing. Lauren just decided to stop talking.
No, well, I found content to talk about.
Tell me more about yourself.
Well, what do you want to know?
I don't know. I feel like we hit like a point where we need to change topics. But
well, can I tell you about my Snapchat memories?
Why? Is there something interesting about them?
Well, they're very nostalgic. It's like going
to you.
through...
Everyone else is just going to be... Wow. Someone sent Lauren a Snapchat in 2001. Woo!
Yeah! Woo!
That's crazy.
Okay. Well, tell me about your heritage more. I feel like we talked a lot about...
I really don't know
how my
a whole
family
lot.
is really connected to cooking. Is there something that your family is really connected to?
Being cheap, saving money. That was one of... Legitimately, if I were to think about what is heritage-wise, ethnicity-wise, what is the thing that was drilled into me most as a child growing up, is that Scottish people are tough and we're cheap. That's it. Like those are the two things I can remember being told about my heritage.
Mm-hmm.
We never had discussions about this is where you're from. No idea who came over on boats when.
Yeah.
No, like I don't know.
Who was the first McDonald's here?
Good question.
Don't know.
Don't know. There's a lot of McDonald's.
Yeah.
I did learn in that little book you got me though that I'm kind of a minority.
Oh yeah. Out of Scotland, you are, because most of you were killed
which
in that
I didn't
castle.
know. Apparently, is it? Oh, it's the
Campbells.
soup. It's Campbell's.
It's the soup.
It's the soup.
Oh, wait,
Campbell's.
you need to say a little bit more. So when I was in Edinburgh, they have these Scottish heritage books. So I got a McDonald's Scottish heritage book, and that's where you got all of this information from.
Yeah, so it's a pretty legitimate source. I mean, it's probably from a...
Well, it's from a publishing company that did all of them. So some historian did all of it.
The fucking Campbells, they just genocided or tried to genocide my ancestors,
Yeah.
I guess, in a forest. And we survived.
No, it wasn't in a forest. It was in their home.
We got ambushed. We got ambushed in a forest by the Campbells.
I thought it was in your home.
It doesn't matter where.
No, it
the
does,
point is
because
they tried
that's
to kill
what...
us.
The reason why it matters that it was in your home...
We had an alliance.
So the reason why... Yes. But let me explain it. Because you're not telling the whole thing. But
Okay.
what made it so significant is that you invited the Campbells in to stay at your fort, in your castle.
Yes.
And the fact that they were your guests and they treated you like that and killed most of you.
And they killed
the
us.
rest of the clans pretty much like disowned them. Because they broke law.
As we should.
Yeah.
Fuck the Campbells.
Yeah, but do you remember that woman that we met in Australia being like, oh yeah, my family killed your family, ha ha ha. She was a Campbell. That's what she was referring to.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I didn't know that's what she was referring to.
That's what she was referring to.
I don't remember what my response was to that. But
well, you were just like, well, I don't know anything about it.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but
now that you
thanks for
know
not
something
killing
about it,
whichever
how do you feel?
mine was. Yeah. And that McDonald isn't even a thing.
No.
That I am MacDonald.
Yeah.
And someone just probably misspelt something.
Well, I think it happened in Canada. I think it's a Canadian thing. It's a Canadian North
That's
America
wild,
thing that when people came over, they changed it to Mick for some reason.
I'm like a...
I don't know a lot of McDonald's, so...
There's a lot of them, though. Yeah. I think.
From Scotland, though?
But to be fair, I don't really know any either.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that. I always say, oh, there's so many McDonald's. But I don't really know any McDonald's.
And I feel
like...
There's
Norm MacDonald. He's a famous comedian.
Yeah.
That's the only McDonald I can think of.
Yeah. And then when I tell people that I'm Scottish, but my last name is Brady, people will argue it. But
because Brady's Irish, right?
Brady's Irish. But what I found out when I went to meet my family in Scotland this past year is that the history of it is that I guess Irish people took over the area where my family was and forced them to change their last names.
Oh my God.
So I'm technically a Fraser. But my ancestors were forced to change it to Brady because they were now in Irish territory.
You could consider it, we're like historical refugees. or something. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. But I thought that was wild. And she's still trying to find more information about it, but it's so hard to get into Irish records. If
Why?
you're not Irish. Well, because we're a Scottish family. And they're just very protective of it. But she's been trying for years.
Maybe it's because they know that all their people tried to murder people.
Maybe.
Wait, did they try to murder your people?
No, they didn't try to murder it, but they took over the area. And then if you had a Scottish name, they forced you to have an Irish name. So now, I forget, it's like one of my great cousins, but one of my cousins has been working with the Irish government to try to figure out our heritage. But they don't want to share.
Maybe we should do like a history episode. Yeah. We should do research on our heritage
I thought that was wild. I had no idea, but it kind of makes sense because I associate Brady as a Scottish name, but whenever I go there, there's not a Scottish person named Brady.
Yeah, I honestly, because a part of me doesn't really care. A part of me is just like, I don't know who they are. I don't think they speak to me. You know what I mean?
I know mine speak to me. A psychic told me so.
Okay, well, but then to some people, for good reason, it's very, very important. Yeah. Right? Like the whole heritage thing. I know, but to some people, it's very, like, they make it like a part of their life. But, and in those situations, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm white. I'm white Northern European.
I think reconnecting with some of my family members in Scotland it's made it more important to me. Because it's more relevant.
The one thing that I have thought for a lot of my life is that, and not saying I had a bad life because of it or anything, but I am kind of, I don't know if jealous is the right word, but I didn't grow up with a culture. We didn't have cultural beliefs. We weren't religious. We were just flowing with it, baby. You know what I mean? Like we were just going with it. We didn't have any thing, you know?
But your grandfather speaks Polish.
Yeah, but he never spoke like
Like
he never. No one
passed
else
any of
did,
it
so
down?
I don't know. No one else in the family speaks it. Yeah, because it's very weird to not have a culture.
Well, I think that's kind of something that happened to Canada.
Yeah, that's Canada. Most
That's
of Canada
Canada.
is just not. There's no
There's no
poutine,
disgusting.
riding polar bears,
Yeah.
living in igloos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have drinking beer. I don't even really like beer.
No.
Yeah. I really did want to come to Scotland though.
Yeah.
I'm kind of not upset that I didn't go because I couldn't. It was just it was too
We'll
difficult.
go back.
But it is a place I want to go.
I want to go back to Scotland when I'm not working, so I could actually
Just to check it out.
more.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a very cool country.
Because I was so tired.
Yeah, I want to do that whole area, Northern Europe. I've been to Norway and Sweden, but I've never been around. You know,
Maybe
I
we'll
kind of
make
just
that a
stayed in one
goal.
spot. Do Northern Europe.
Yeah.
Go check out our heritage.
We'll see if we can book a tour.
I also learned to put myself further into the category of, what would you call it? I came from I came from lineages of people who potentially could have gotten murdered. So the McDonald thing in Scotland with the Campbells, and then Poland was like a huge target of the Nazis.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think my family was already here. I think.
That'd be something to
I don't
ask your
know.
grandfather.
It'd be interesting to find out though.
That'd be a cool conversation to have with your grandfather.
Because he's almost 100.
Yeah.
I think he was born in Canada. Yeah, definitely. But anyways, we could not be sitting here together because some dudes that make fucking soup and Hitler.
It's a wild sentence.
Well, it's true though.
It's true.
It's quite definitely the McDonald thing because that happened a long time ago when there wasn't that many people around.
No.
So I doubt there like all the McDonald's in the world at that time were probably either all there or the vast majority of them were there.
Because it was their castle.
Yeah.
It
So
was
if
their home base, their village.
my great someone was just sleeping in the wrong spot, that's crazy. It's kind of crazy to think about. There's a song called Dissect the Bird. It's very good, and it's about that. It's about how all the things that had to happen in history for you to be born. It's pretty wild to think about. When you really think about it, if you think about it from a deep kind of poetic perspective of, yeah, if my ancestor was in that castle and he was just happened to be in the bedroom that got blown up or hit by a cannonball or speared or whatever the hell they did back then.
They decapitated.
I'm sure they
Isn't
did.
that awful?
I'm sure they did a lot of things. We would just be
Another
not
thing
here.
that was wild when I went to multiple different places in Scotland is that everyone kind of has their own version and viewpoints on Mary Queen of Scots.
What is that?
Mary Queen is one of the most famous queens. Is Mary Queen of Scots.
Sounds like a board game.
A board game? Might be one. And her life was just so wild. And I feel like I don't know enough about it to talk about it. But it's interesting because every single person we talked to had a very strong viewpoint on whether or not they were for or against her.
Definitely because we started watching The Crown, which I'm actually very into now. I'm learning a lot from it. I didn't realize how much Scotland was intertwined with England, which makes sense because they're connected and they're right there. But I didn't realize that it was kind of one whole thing.
Yeah.
That they were all like doing stuff together.
And there's a lot of, like, Scotland, a big portion of them want to leave. Like, they want to be their own thing again.
Yeah, but that's everything. That's Europe right
everyone.
now.
Yeah.
All Europe, because it was a couple of years ago that Europe did the. Did they actually leave?
I don't know.
Or the Union, the European Union?
I don't know.
I know there's a bunch of weird shit going. There's Brexit and all this different stuff. But Like, I had no idea Prince Philip was a Duke of Edinburgh. I had no idea.
And then he became a prince.
And then he became a prince, which is another wild story.
And then something wild that just happened. It's the first time ever. They just gave Kate, what's his face? Is it William? Is William the new?
I don't know the connection.
But Kate, his wife, who was a commoner, she just got one of the most prestigious honors in royalty history, and it's the first commoner to ever get one.
She's a commoner, meaning
that she didn't come from a royal bloodline. William
just picked her up off the street,
in
adopted
college.
her.
In college,
yeah.
That's
weird.
We'll get to it in season 4.
It's such a weird world.
You see their love story near the end of The Crown.
It's such a
but
weird
she just got one of the biggest honors in, what's the right word?
Royalty.
I guess, yeah, royalty history. And it's a really big deal because she isn't of royal blood. And she got this really big award. Damn. I'm not sure if award's the right
Kate.
word. But
Kate.
and the last person to get it was Queen Elizabeth II. No one else has ever gotten this.
Is that this one? No, she died.
She died.
Is that the one that just died?
Yeah. So Charles is it
Charles?
Charles is king.
Charles.
Kate.
Yeah.
Award.
Anyway, should we wrap it up?
I want to know what this award is now. Kate Award. I can't find it. Oh well. But yeah, monarchy's changing every day.
The monarchy.
The monarchy.
What does monarchy mean again? Just means that they're the top shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They act for God.
Matriarchy.
And you were very shocked how much it had to do with religion.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought they were just we get the taxes and look at all our money.
No, they're appointed by God.
Were they? See, that's, yeah. Because I think they were probably appointed by some greedy dick a couple thousand years ago, and they just fucking kept it going. You know? As a non-religious person, the whole appointed by God thing, like, yeah, that's a fucked up lie you're telling to a lot of people. You know what I mean?
They're also the head of the church.
That's worse. That just makes it worse. Because like they're so, it's like rich isn't even the right word. They're wealthy is not even the right word. They're what would you consider that?
They're immortal.
They're immortal. You can't,
as The Crown put it.
Kind of. You can't really. They're not really immortal. And I think that's the big lie. And you can kind of see it in The Crown when they like the photography episode was a big like. That was a good episode for showing the two sides of it, that they're like real people. But it's weird that they're just because what if the king or the queen or the heir, what if they're just dumb? What if they're just not good at their job?
And there's enough people who control them.
That's the thing. Like in The Crown, Queen Elizabeth is doing a lot of shit, right? Did she? When she was 26 years old, did she really pull strings on anything? Or was she just a pretty girl in a dress that posed for? And it's not because she's a girl. It's just I wouldn't want a 26-year-old anything running my country. That seems too young. And I'm 27. I wouldn't want to run I'd probably make a lot of mistakes.
I would crush it.
You could be a politician. Doctor? No. Politician?
I'd be a good doctor.
You would not be a good doctor.
Why?
Because I've seen the way you format things on your computer and the way you take notes.
Well, those are all learnable skills.
And I think,
so that's you being like, you're not learnable.
No, I just don't think...
Even that sentence was bad grammar. I don't know.
You're not learnable. Yeah. I just don't think your personality type fits being a doctor.
I could do whatever I want.
Could you tell a kid they're going to die?
No, I'd tell their parent.
Could you tell a parent your kid's going to die with a straight face?
And then give them a lollipop.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
And my doctor office would have a cat room. Where
you're going to die. Here's a lollipop.
And then they get like 5 minutes in the kitten playpen.
Okay. Kitten playpen. That's what it's called. Ah, my knees.